This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network. Access granted.
Hurrah, and thanks so much for tuning in to episode 72 of Access Granted, our weekly media tech podcast. I'm Raj, my background's in film, design, media and making things happen.
And I'm Mike, and my background is explaining stuff, connecting people and getting things done. And you're here because you're either a Kiwi that either works in or has a great passion for tech or media in New Zealand.
Right, episode 72, and this is our last system era with Mauricio Freitas.
Last,
for the
as
year.
in,
Last one for the year.
Yeah.
Not forever. He'll be back. You
Yes.
can't keep a man down like that. We'll dive into some interesting topics, including prostitution as a service, idiot drivers, Tile, which is an interesting little piece of hardware he quite liked. And we're also joined by Nate Dunn, at Nate on Twitter, and Dan Randall. We also talk about our amazing event that's happening on the 4th of December. So keep an eye out for that one. Or an ear out, really, isn't it? All right, moving on. So, we are recording, we're rolling, gentlemen. Who do
Okay.
we have around the room? We have
Me, Mike Riversell.
the other guy is Raj, and then we have around the table
Nate Dunn,
Nate Dunn is here,
Mauricio Freitas,
Mauricio's here,
Dan Rando.
Dan is here, and
Yeah.
today we're catching up with Mauricio, but we've got guests that can chime in and hopefully calm him down a little bit, but I doubt it. Anyway,
So it's the final 2015 rant from Mauricio. So this
Hit
is
us.
it, mate. Everything that you have
Okay.
not let go, this is the time
Yeah.
to do it.
No, much. First, I'm curious about this recording device that looks like a taser. Look at these things here. Raj came up with this device to record the podcast
this
today.
is
That
Carol
looks
John
like-
O'Tucker, who's one of our ex-interviewees.
You're gonna see a
Give it
photo.
go. Yeah. It's
It
quite
looks
cool.
like a taser. I'm afraid of ranting and then get tasered here by the Raj.
We'll see how the evening goes, Mauricio. We'll see how it goes.
What his rant is,
Yes, so what's been happening?
first thing, got in an Uber today.
Oh, yeah?
I was going to Park Road and Miramar, where Mike comes from.
Yeah.
Although I was reading Mike's blog this week, and I know all about Mike's lives up to chapter 5, except that chapter 5 he didn't write.
I haven't. Sydney.
That was Sydney. You stopped there,
I have.
and I didn't. So my first rant is, Mike, finish your fucking story. I don't know what the next chapter tells me. What's the story?
You're not the only one. I will write it in the next month.
I know all about your previous life, your
Yeah.
previous loves, and your previous
Wow.
Sure.
sex romps.
Yes.
In
You went really
the little.
deep and
Apparently, your neighbors didn't like your noise. But please finish the story.
I will.
That sounds
I
like
will,
a
but
chat
I won't.
for another time.
But we won't do that today.
So that's the first run. Finish your bloody story, mate. Second run. So I got into the. Okay, Uber.
We've already got
So-
one out of the way. Look at that.
Yeah, one is quick. Mike, you're at fault. Second, I went to Park Road today, to Park Road Post, which is a production company in Wellington, in Miramar, that makes post-production for movies,
Yes.
video, audio, and they also host the office for Wingnut Productions, Sir Peter Jackson's production company movie thing.
Yeah.
And then they have a tour, Nate was there too, and they have this private tour inside, and that thing is not only amazing, it's huge.
It just goes on forever.
Define huge. So like a football field, 20.
It just keeps going and going. Like you turn
And-
a hallway
and
and it
rooms.
just goes.
Hallway after hallways, with rooms, with studios, with private viewing rooms.
So that's where Narnia is,
with
right?
cinemas.
Cinema there.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's huge. Apartments, private apartments for like visitors. If you're a director or a technician and you're coming to work and you have long hours planned, you can stay there instead of going to a
Like a
hotel.
hotel.
It's like a hotel, and cafeterias and cafes and kitchens, and it's bloody huge.
Yeah.
We got lost and then they kicked us out.
So, all right, what
Anyway,
And the cinema's not bad, eh?
no,
Did
it's
you
not
get to
bad.
this?
But you can't take any photos because you're not allowed to take photos.
We took photos and then he got an
Was it you that I commented on Facebook about photographs, or someone else?
No, someone else. But they tried to take a photo. I tried to take a photo, and it was like,
Taking
"Don't do it." guards. And then
Yeah.
they put two guards behind us.
In the cinema, yeah.
In the cinema. No, that's
And you can't take photos inside the halls because
You're chaperoned.
they have all these artwork that were commissioned privately, so they never sing outside those walls. Anyway, so I took an Uber from town to Miramar.
Yep.
Very nice chap. Uber, very, very good as usual.
Yeah.
And then we stop at the lights. Going to the Java Key. And then suddenly this guy, talking on the phone,
Ah, yes.
turns into our street.
Yeah.
On the wrong way, come towards us. I said, what a retard. I mean, seriously, guy, you're not only on the phone, you're also going to the wrong way into a street off one of the busiest streets in Wellington. What's the problem? And then you go back to the police, wants to... Look, why does the police just worry about speed? Why don't they look at people that actually do stupid things on the roads here? What's the problem with these people?
Because the speed gun doesn't pick up stupidity.
Oh, they don't have a stupidity
No,
gun.
stupidity
What
right
is the taser thing? They should use your taser thing here.
I might have to start charging it.
Charging for tasing people.
Fucktardness.
Yeah.
Yes, seriously, the guy just... And then when he realized he was on the wrong way, it was like... Oh, yesterday I had lunch with a friend. He is visiting from Auckland. And we crossed Lenton Key, and this taxi driver, you know how taxi drivers, they fight for the space on the ramps.
Yeah.
This guy was like going backwards on Lenton Key, almost half a block, and almost run over us because he wasn't even looking. We actually have to tap on the boot because he was coming on top of us. We had to stop. That was that close.
Are you just a magnet for these people or what? What's going
For
on?
fuck time.
We may have talked
It
about it
happens
before.
to no one else, yeah.
Yeah. There isn't anyone else coming up to us and telling us these stories.
That's why we get something on the forums.
Yeah, sometimes you see some people representing in the Geekzone.
Oh, yeah.
Talking on Geekzone, plug.
Yes.
Nice one.
Go for it.
We got an amazing deal. The folks from free advertising because I'm not being paid for that. I actually should. I'll tell you why. 2 Degrees and Huawei. Huawei is one of the manufacturers of the Nexus phone, the new Google Nexus 6P. And they contacted me last week saying, do you want to do a deal for Geekzone users? I said, oh yeah, sure. What do you have there? We're going to give you 10% discount for people that buy outright, or $320 discount for anyone that buys on the plane. So cool. So I put this on Geekzone.
Sorry, 2 Degrees, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're the one selling the Nexus 6 in New Zealand. Or you can buy direct from Google if you go to the Google store. But then Google store you pay full price.
But you can you buy it from New Zealand and just get it shipped over?
Yeah. You can buy on the Google store in New Zealand.
Ah, wow,
Anyway,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
But you don't have to be a 2 Degrees customer to buy from Geekzone. The only thing is that you have to be a Geekzone user to buy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I put this on Geekzone, and in 24 hours we had 100 orders. And I was talking to someone, it's probably more orders than some stores will sell on launch day for this device.
That's right, yeah.
And the thing is, if you do the math, it's $1,200 a device, unless you buy the 120 gigabytes, which is $1,800. The number of orders they have, they almost sold like 90 grand on Geekzone.
You're a good outlet,
that's a good
mate.
number.
You're a good
That's
outlet.
number.
You're a good shop. Yeah.
And then someone mentioned you should be you're getting something there.
You know commission?
No, it's not commission. I should be like Amazon.
Next time.
Get a 6% per sale. But I would be paying these drinks tonight.
No, you wouldn't, because you haven't got your
Not
wallet
tonight.
with you, mate.
Not tonight because I left my bloody wallet at home.
However, you were showing Dan. What's that? The thing you've got that
Tile.
tells you where everything you own is, apart from your wallet.
Not that. That.
The tile.
So there's lots of bashing going on, obviously.
Yeah, I'm hungry here.
It's
I'm
a
angry.
square looking.
Hangry.
Hangry.
Hangry. So this
Anyway, the tile.
Yes.
what literally is a tile?
So the tile is a little device that runs on a battery. It's waterproof. It's a Bluetooth-enabled little tile that's like a square inch. Yeah,
Is it on? Is it no on button? It just
There's
it's
no
on.
on. It's always on.
It's just
Low version of Bluetooth. Whatever it's
Yeah.
called, right?
So basically,
Tele, you can.
you have a tile app that runs on iPhone and Android, and you add the tile to your account, and then it will communicate to your device and use the location of your device to record where it was last seen.
yeah.
So if I leave this at home, or if I have a tile attached to my laptop, attached to my suitcase, then we'll, every time they communicate to my device, you'll see. But the thing is, if at some point you actually report, you click the button saying report stolen, it will automatically get reporting from all the people running the Tile app or having a Tile device. It's like a network of people.
So they'll just say, hey, have you seen my device, basically?
Well, people won't know because people are not notified. But their apps, if the apps identify a tile around and report it back, and if this tile is reported as lost, then the owner will get a pop-up saying, hey, your tile was last seen at
So
this
it triangulates.
Yeah. And then you'll know, oh yeah, that's right, last night I was so drunk at Golding's and I don't remember leaving my laptop there, I have to go back there and get it. Something like that. So that's the tile.
That's fun at Golding's because there's going to be somebody with a tile app at Golding's. But what if I've got your suitcase and I'm like, in the Hutt Valley?
Interesting because...
What are you going to say there, Dan? That's a little harsh.
You were saying that people in the Hutt... I'll tell you what. There must be some people using tile in the Hutt Valley. First, when you start the app, it says how many people you have around you. So when I started the app here in Wellington, I saw about 400 people in Wellington using the Tile app. So, yeah, that's a good number. I was in Sydney and I started the app and it was like thousands of people using the app in Sydney. So if you lose something in Wellington or Auckland or Sydney, you have pretty good chance. I actually saw someone on my Twitter feed a couple of days ago saying, hey, my bike was stolen in Wellington and I have a tile under the seat. So if you have a tile, I will be notified. I saw this on my tweet. Someone from Wellington will use that. So if I walk past with my smartphone past that bike, he will know where the bike is.
But you won't, will you?
I won't. But my phone
will just
is always
send it through.
Now.
How much for a tile?
$25 per tile.
US.
Yes.
And
not pesos. US dollars.
And can you buy them here, or do you have to buy them
you
from
can
Tile?
buy it. Yeah,
you can
buy it. Yeah.
From Dick Smith.
Tile dot something
online.
Yeah.
So not the Tile Warehouse, the other one. Just saying. Moving on.
Anyway, moving on. Did you read in the paper about the guy that was fined for having sex without condoms? Everyone is looking at me like, what the fuck?
You have to say that again. Say it one more time.
Say that's what?
That's because Dan was talking about the Hutt.
Oh, okay.
Is this in any way going to be related to tech, or is it just going to be a...
Possibly.
Somehow
I read it online.
My American friends are always surprised when I mention that prostitution is legal in New Zealand. It's legal to have sex with prostitutes in New Zealand.
Yes.
In America, they have all these vice squads and all these police officers that have to pretend and,
It depends on which county and which state you're in.
And they have...
there's a few counties, it's a bit like Nevada's got.
You know all about it. I know. Nature's been scouting it for us.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, you've got to do the research.
Just knowing knowledge doesn't actually mean you have.
If they stop doing this in America, how much money and time they would save by not going? And if they start taxing prostitution, how much more money they would make? And taking this out of the gangs control into a more, Anyway, although it's legal to have sex with prostitutes in New Zealand, it's illegal to have sex with prostitutes without a condom in New Zealand.
Oh, is it really?
$2,000 fine.
Fuck it, no.
I only know this because I saw this stuff on the newspaper this week.
Wow.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so this guy, this guy, he had an all-night party in a hotel in Wellington.
Yeah.
In the morning, he called for prostitutes to come and have sex.
In the morning?
In the morning.
Wow.
So an all-night party.
Wowza.
In the morning, he calls the woman to have sex.
I'm ringing up saying, could you make me breakfast?
For some reason, he didn't want to use condom. They agreed not to, but someone found this, told the police, and the guy was taken, he had a court action. And he applied for name suppression, but the judge said, sorry, no name suppression for you. And the guy was not happy with that. He was told that he didn't have name suppression during his holiday in Europe. And here comes the thing. He's a real estate agent in the Lower Hutt. Now,
there's the connection.
Lower Hutt must be paying really well to real estate agents because fuck, an all-night party with prostitutes in the morning, this guy must be making millions.
So they've got Bluetooth, Dan, don't worry.
They do have Bluetooth in Lower Hutt. And I'm pretty sure they have tiles in Lower Hutt. Okay?
Wow.
Don't worry. But obviously, I was just reading for the entertainment purposes.
Yeah. Like Playboy.
Because now you can only read it for the articles.
I only read it for the articles.
And now that's all you
it's
can
gonna
do.
be now.
Because they're taking all the news.
But you know why? The internet killed the porn star.
Yeah.
Like the radio killed the TV.
Yeah, no. I think it's a valid thing as well. It's like, why do we think we can make money out of this? Because porn is fairly readily available.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't need
Really?
to time
Yeah.
or anything. You can just go on the internet.
You don't say.
I'll send you some links.
Please.
One's called Google.com.
Actually, I've heard that the best porn search engine, or search engine, whatever, is Bing.
You mean
So
they
why is
deliver
it
more
better?
porn results?
Why is it
Bing,
better?
because I've heard that Bing image search delivers unfiltered, better image results than Google.
So better porn on Bing.
So for something
So
Bing is
who's
good.
going to prove this at the table now? Come on.
The only person with a laptop is Dan.
He's checking right now.
He's checking Bing right now.
Proving nothing.
We'll leave it as a theory for
Right.
now, shall we?
Anyway,
Yes.
next to
You
this,
talk.
next
I
to
might still do
this,
some background research.
many years ago, before I got married, which is eternity, I was on a website. My wife came and looked at the website name and very innocently said, "This is a porn site?" I said, "No, darling, I'm registering a domain name." The website was GoDaddy.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
She saw GoDaddy on the
Yeah.
address bar, and the first thing she didn't even look at the photos. She just said, "This is a porn site," because the name is like,
Well, even with the photographs, they used to have their advertising on it was
Under the old.
That's right.
dodgy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised you thought it was a porn.
Well, yeah, she was not impressed with that website name, but once I explained to her what a domain name is, she understood and she said, "Okay, that's
So that's
fine."
your regular line now. I'm just parking a
buying
domain,
a domain
honey.
I-
I'll
I-
be there in 5 minutes.
How do I prove this with Bing? I need to find.
Go to Bing.com and then do.
No, but I have to find something dodgy. I can't just go.
Oh,
So you were talking about the image search, right?
Yes.
So search for an image.
But I have to. I mean,
search for daddy.
generic sex searches. They're all going to be.
You know what terms to search for. Don't ask us.
Yeah.
Roses.
Seasoned veteran, man.
Roses.
Roses.
Aren't you saying the image search is
Yeah,
better?
that's.
No, in
that's
terms
gonna
of
find
porn
roses.
only.
Only one. That's so good.
Apparently, porn is better than other.
Here we go. I'm going.
Generic
I'm
term
going
for
in.
something. Yeah. Lucky this is audio. Eh?
You know Rule 34, don't you?
So what now?
Rule 34.
No.
Anything that you can think of, there is a porn version on the internet.
Yeah. Most movies have got that.
That's Rule 34.
Yeah.
Here we go. New Zealand sex podcast.
Is there such a thing?
We might be recording it
Let's
right
go
now.
find out.
Yes, it's a bit of a noisy one, this recording, so I hope you're sticking with us. And you'll be glad to know, and you can probably tell by the quality of this recording, that we've, thanks to our wonderful sponsorship from Capiche and All Accounted For, we can afford to get some better equipment. So hopefully what you're listening to is much better quality. And that was the final Mauricio rant.
And that's the one I
using...
tested this.
Ah,
I tested this out on it.
Should be better. I beg your pardon. Take it back.
It was pretty shit on the iPhone, to be honest.
Yes.
You know, and as it has been when the crowd, gets bigger and
So
bigger.
you
at
did a
Goldings.
double recording.
Yeah, I tried both.
And it was a lot better.
Plugged it into the audio machine, and I'm like, oh, that's and blah blah blah, and lots of background noisiness. Then I put in this one, and it was all, ooh, that's quite nice.
Oh, great.
So,
So we're getting better,
yeah.
folks.
And that was testing it, sorry guys, just for my own amusement,
Yeah.
testing out Jono's equipment in the loudest state possible in Goldings. So if it worked then, it's going to work beautifully from now on.
Excellent. So the news of the week is still the party. That's having our party on the 4th, Friday, the 4th of December. That's co-hosted with us, of course, with Geek Zone and with Hack Miramar. And so we've got a whole bunch of people flying from around the country coming to it, actually. It's very cool. We're around half of the tickets have already been allocated. So go to either Geek Zone or Hack Miramar or Access Granted. Find the blog post that has the link to get your free ticket now. And during this week, we will be able to release more information about it. There are some prizes that will be available. Also, we will be able to tell you where it will be. It will be in Wellington CBD somewhere, but we're just finalising that. So get along, and get in there now. And our contribution will be having 5 of your favourite people talking on stage very quickly, a live broadcast or podcast recording. So please send us your questions for these people.
And if we're organised enough, they could even ask the question on the podcast.
We may even have that if that's available.
Let's see if the technology's there.
So thanks, guys. Go get your tickets now before they are all gone. And we'll now get you back to Mauricio and his lovely rants. He wasn't in a ranty mood, actually, was he?
No, he seemed calmer than usual.
He was a
end of year, everything's
yes.
cool, had a good year.
He was a chilled out rant. So back to Mauricio.
Rolling.
Right.
And we're back from our quick break.
We were discussing an important topic here, which is our end of the year, looking towards 2016, how good 2015 was party.
Yeah.
Party.
The 4th of December. So it's a Friday, the 4th of December. So that's the
Everyone's
Geek
gonna be
Zone,
there.
Access Granted, and also Hack Miramar. So it's 3 organisations. I would say community organisations is the wrong way of putting it. 3 organisations that have communities around them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we're bringing the communities together.
The idea is that we're going to get, well, the initial idea was to get all the tech media communities in Wellington together. Unfortunately, we couldn't get everyone because some others had some other commitments, but we have 3 together. We might have some visitors coming from Auckland because I asked some people in Auckland to spread the word. So it's going to be mainly Wellington, but some Aucklanders. We already sent out some email telling people, yeah, we're doing it, and people already started registrations. So don't leave for the last minute because we want to get around 100 people, but we're already halfway through it.
I say we're halfway through now.
And we haven't even publicized this thing yet.
Yeah, we haven't told anyone what's going to happen.
We don't know where it's going to be. We don't know how much we're going to put into the bar tab.
Yep.
We don't know what we're going to be eating, except that might have peanut butter sandwich, so we're going to find who is allergic to that. But what we know is that we're going to have prizes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we do know there's a band. We've got a band.
Oh, that was important.
Yes, there is a band on.
We had a meeting last week about this, and we decided a band. The band was contacted and replied straight away, we will play for food.
Yeah.
And we agreed instantly.
Yeah. So we've got a band. There's a number of the Access Granted past interviewers that they've already said yes, they'll be there. So some of the stars of the show will be there. And Hack Miramar or the community is coming up with a way of making sure that everyone connects. And that connection will then lead on to the Geek Zone prizes.
The party tricks.
Yeah.
So the connection is going to tell us who are the winners. You know, you're going to be there, you're going to be connecting, you're going to be working towards the prize by talking to people. That's all you have to do. You have to be with people.
Yeah. That's what we're all about, it's just talking.
Yeah.
Wow, you are full of...
Bring the noise, bring the noise.
And that's it. It's going to be fun.
4th of December, Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be there.
Somewhere.
You going to be there, Dan?
Yes, I'm coming.
Hey!
Sure.
Done deal.
All right.
So how do you find out? The best way of doing it is to go to, Geek Zone, Hack Miramar and or Access Granted and just look at the latest blogs or posts, and they've all got the links to the event registration. Of course, it's free. It's a free event. Free to you.
Yeah.
It's not free,
That's
but
the
it's
most
free to you.
important thing.
Yeah.
Get down there, it's free.
And go register. And as Mauricio said, we haven't really pushed it that much.
No.
We don't have that much information, and we're nearly halfway full. So
Yeah.
once we start telling people
Because
what's happening
it's
where,
going to be good, so
yeah.
I already know that, I already know.
And Mauricio, I think this is your last 2015. Hasn't been a rant really. It started not one of your classics.
No.
Because you don't seem that angry today. You seem quite chilled.
And now he's had a beverage, he sort of seems a bit relaxed.
I had 2 whiskeys today, 3 glasses of wine, water, and tour of the world-class movie production studio / thing we have here in Wellington.
You're a happy man.
Today, even though I left my fucking wallet at home and I have no money and I have to beg Mike to pay for my whiskey, I'm still happy.
This is good. What a beautiful way.
That's what makes him happy.
What makes you happy? What a beautiful way of ending a 2015 rant.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. No, thank you. It was a very good run. This
Yeah.
year was pretty good.
It was funny.
Yeah.
And so the question that we may ask some people at the event is, of course, how was 2015 for you?
That's why we are looking towards 2016, and we want to know how good 2015 was. So that's the main thing.
How was yours then?
Yeah.
And we'll answer it next week as well.
Yeah.
It was
yours?
pretty good.
Yeah?
It was pretty good. Lots of things that were so fixed. Lots of stuff didn't work the way we wanted. You know, lots of things break. We had a car loss. A car that was lost because someone managed to rear-end our car, and so you get insurance, look at the car and say, now we're gonna pay it. So it took us 6 weeks to find a new car, but we have a very good friend that said, oh, you can have our spare car. So, you know, bad things, good things.
What about Geek Zone? How was 2015 for Geek Zone?
Pretty good. We had lots of new stuff happening. In terms of publishing, you probably hear about people complaining, oh, there are lots of people that block advertising. Advertising is what makes the web move because money needs to change hands and stuff.
Yeah.
But we did well. We managed to learn about what people do and do not on the site. And we managed to get in contact with people that are actually having great ideas on how to change the web.
Oh yeah.
And how to move away from the app-based web.
Oh, wow, okay.
And actually, this is one thing that I mentioned on the newsletter that I sent this week.
Yeah.
We are running a trial with an Australian company, and they provide a platform where you subscribe to their service. You, as a web user, subscribe to their service.
Yeah.
And every time that you visit a website that's affiliated with this company, your browser will send a special little code and tell this guy, I'm a subscriber. And like on Geekzone, we're going to get that code, validate the code with this platform, and if you're a subscriber, we're not going to show any advertising for you. And at the end of the month, we get paid for that. We get a share of the subscription that this company got. So basically, the benefit here is that instead of you going to 20 different websites and subscribing to 20 different websites, you subscribe to a service, and every website that associated with this service get a little piece of the pie when you visit them. So they contact me and say, do you want to do this? And I said, let's do some work here.
Yeah.
So I sent an email to everyone on Geekzone in New Zealand. I might send to, we have about 90,000 people, but in New Zealand it's 20,000. So I sent to 20,000 people and said, if you want to browse Geekzone for free, with no ads, register here. We are running a trial. Don't know how long it's going to be, but maybe 1 month, maybe 3 months. You're going to have Geekzone with no ads.
Very interesting.
Because we want to see, first we need to see if it's working fine, if our process works fine.
Yeah.
Second, we want to load the platform, as in run a load test. How many requests we have per minute, how many requests we have per second. Is their platform blocking us, is up for it. And they are just a new startup. They don't have many companies working with them. And probably Geekzone is the largest one. But, you know, we save a few million pages every month. So we say, okay, let's see if we can handle...
Yeah.
Can you handle the truth? You can't handle the truth! So basically, everyone that visits Geekzone, we send a request to them if we say. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. That's cool. We are finding new ways of changing the web.
Yeah.
And even though people don't know about it, I'm working behind the scenes on that.
Yeah. That's
So lots of good stuff happening.
exciting.
That's why I'm not hungry today.
it's good.
It's like all the rents are out of your system because you burn them off every month.
We are in Christmas mode already.
Nice. Well, that's a little bit early, but
Well,
okay.
no, I was in Sydney last week and they have Christmas shops in Sydney.
No.
And here in Wellington, they have on Willie Street, they have Christmas shops.
Oh, really?
Well, we don't have Halloween as in America. We don't have
Bonfire night. Bonfire night.
yeah, well, we have Bonfire Night, but we don't have the Thanksgiving.
Ah, yeah.
So we have to go straight to Christmas. That's what we do.
Put all that effort in Christmas.
No, we got fireworks night. Because they don't do fireworks night in Sydney.
I know.
That's the weirdest thing. So when I went to Sydney, like almost every bloody weekend, they'd have fireworks in the harbour because something had happened.
So Guy Fawkes get lost.
Nothing. They were on fireworks night. Sydney did not have any in fireworks. Wankers. And on that bombshell,
Merry Christmas then. Happy New Year.
That's the final one. Back next year.
back next year. Awesome, Mauricio. Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
buddy.
Thanks a lot, man.
Ciao.
Well, that was it.
Ciao to Mauricio.
Yeah,
Indeed.
It's the end of the year this year for him.
Very cool. And
Well
a big
deserved holiday, eh? He's been doing a lot of work for us.
He has.
Yeah.
And a big thanks and shout out to Capiche Design and all accounted for the
yes.
sponsorship, and hopefully, say, you're hearing more and more about that. Thank you, everybody, for listening to Mauricio's, and of course, you can find us on the social networks. Look for the podcast on Twitter at AccessGrantedNZ and on Facebook. And the best way to chat with us is to use Twitter. I am at Miramar Mike.
And I'm at NZ Raj. And please rate us on iTunes. And thanks for your time. And see you next Tuesday for the Kiwi Tech people sharing their own stories.
Kaki
Takitāno. Oh, hold the phone.
Oh, P.S. Oops, we haven't quite finished. We've had a quick chat and we thought, we haven't told you that we're going to be moving.
Yes. Well, they know where our website, accessgranted.nz.
Yes.
So we've moved our stuff to there. But we are going to start from the next podcast after Mauricio's, podcasting from a separate account, which will go through to iTunes on a separate Access Granted NZ account. So you might have to search for us a little bit. You know?
What we'll do is we'll put up a blog post with all the links to all the podcast links. You know, this is the new iTunes link to reset your subscriptions. However, we are hoping, we've got no desire to cut off hashtag me at all.
No.
So they will hopefully still run the show, and you'll be listening to this on the old one, which we have no intention of stopping.
That's right.
Obviously, we'd love you to come and listen to our
On the crispy newness and the new hotness. Yeah.
and we may have some different stuff going up on there, but at the moment it will be a duplicate.
Yes.
But we would love for you to go and find on our blog,
Yes.
Jibber Jabber, there will be a link that says new subscription, and we'll put all the links up there for you.
You'll see it by the new logo as well, the new white background logo rather than the paper
Yes.
background. You'll notice the difference if you're surfing around on the tunes.
So there you go. We'll tweet it, we'll blog it, and if it all does stop,
Blame the technology.
yes, we apologise and we'll get you back online soon.
Yes.
So thanks for that.
Tweet at
everyone.
us if you have any dramas. Let us know. We're good to go. Thank you.
#me.co.nz